Bruins and New Jersey Devils are two teams that bring out the worst in each other, and it's no surprise. These are teams with very different backgrounds. The Bruins are a member of hockey's original six with a long, proud tradition and 5 Stanley Cup banners. The Devils, on the other hand, are hockey's orphans, cast aside in Kansas City and Colorado before settling in the Meadowlands in 1982. And they're still fighting for an identity in an area dominated by the New York Rangers. Last season, the Devils came up just 1 goal short in a 7th-game double overtime classic against the hated Rangers. The Devils' cast of characters still spells Stanley Cup contender. Scott Stevens anchors the defense, and rising star Martin Brodeur is the main man in nets. But since that playoff series a year ago, the Bees have improved. They too rely on a young, impressive goaltender, Blaine Locker. And most importantly, Cam Neely is in the lineup, unlike that series last spring. Up next, the Bruins look to make it 3 in a row as they host the New Jersey Devils, live on NESN. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Boston Garden as the Bruins meet the New Jersey Devils tonight. I'm Dave Shea. We're glad to have you on board NESN as the Bees try to join the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres as the only teams in the NHL to win their first 3 games. The Devils, on the other hand, are trying to break through in the win column. They should be an ornery bunch. They played well enough to win 2, but they've settled for a tie and a tough 2-1 loss to Buffalo last night. When you look at the New Jersey Devils, there's not much difference between this club and the club that eliminated the Bees last May. The primary difference? Well, Nichols is gone, and Corey Millen, who's small in stature but plays very big, has moved up to take his spot at center. The Bruins are going to have to play hard along the boards in deep and be prepared for an awful lot of play in center ice. Blaine Locker will try to make it 3 straight wins in this his rookie season. For a closer look at this one, let's go upstairs right now with Fred and Derek.
Thank you, Dave. The Bruins have a new defenseman, 35-year-old Alexei Kasatonov. He's playing very, very well. If his middle name was Oliver, he'd be A-OK.
It's early. You're in mid-season order. There you go. Alexei is a very conservative defenseman. He's the type of defenseman that does not waste any steps. His experience speaks just leagues for what he can do. I mean, he doesn't go out there. He doesn't appear to be really hustling a lot. He gets to the puck. He moves it well. He's a tremendous passer. I think you're going to see a lot more of him on the left point in the power play. He's just experienced, and it really shows what he can do.
And so important with Al Iafredi still out, and no word on when he'll be back.
No.
Jacques Lemaire, Coach of the Year last year in the National Hockey League.
I mean, you look to the New Jersey Devils and you say, okay, why are they so successful? Well, Jacques Lemaire, along with Larry Robinson, have done a superb job of coaching a team that is a team. They play as a 20-man unit. Both goaltenders, even when on nights off, support each other. I think that's important to notice that the New Jersey Devils have a lot of guys in double digits last year in goals. They didn't have anybody that really lit up the lamp. It's just a good, solid team effort. They have a good, strong, tough defense, and they play the puck well, always and everywhere.
Well, after they beat the Bruins last year in the playoffs, they almost beat the New York Rangers.
Yes,
Bobby Carpenter had a great line on that, and you referred to it a moment ago. He said, we had the better team, the Rangers had the better players.
And that's true about the New Jersey Devils. And this is a team game. It's ultimately a team game regardless of what you do. Superstars such as Mario Lemieux never really broke into the playoffs until he had a supporting cast. No one can do it individually or alone in this game at any time. So when you have a team like the New Jersey Devils, they are something to be contended with.
And we'll have the opening face-off in just a moment.
Between the Bruins and the Devils. You know, you look at last year's Devils club, Derek, and at the start of the season they said, well, the Devils, they just don't have any offense. They don't have the equipment, yet they go out and score over 300 goals. Well, now they're expected to be an offensive team, and they've scored 4 goals in 2 games and don't have a win yet.
Well, they don't have that superstar goal-scoring leader that goes out like a Neely to get them lighting the lamp with some confidence. So they're going to have to do it as a team, and they don't have a real prolific goal scorer. So they're going to have to just, everybody pay attention. They worked very hard on hitting the net in practice this morning.
The teams are on their blue lines, and the officials are at center ice. And out on the magic red carpet is Rene Rancourt to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's its last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Boy, Renee sounds in mid-season form.
Yes, he does.
Well, let's take a look at your officiating crew for tonight. Lance Roberts is the referee. Kevin Collins to the right of Roberts, and Pierre Champoux, who was to the left. Those are your two linesmen. Chris Terreri in goal tonight for the New Jersey Devils. His first start in this shortened season. Last season, 2.72 goals against. And at the other end of the building, Blaine Locker, a rookie goaltender for the Boston Bruins, who so far has been just shy of spectacular, if nothing else. A goal that bounced in off the body of Dave Brown against Philly, and then a good shot by Stefan Matteau, the only two to beat him so far this season. We're underway. Here's Fred.
Ray Bourque with it. Don Sweeney now. And Ray Bourque moves it all the way across for Oates. Tapped it over the line. Cleared away all the way down to Locker. He has to play it.
It's one of the difficulties Blaine has, is being very careful with that puck around the net.
Here comes Oates over the line, and the play offside. Maybe Tchaikovsky.
Locker has all the tools. He's got to work on puck handling around the net. I think he's going to confuse the defenseman for a while. Obviously, in the newness of it all, it's going to take some time.
See, going through center ice, Claude Lemieux with a subtle little elbow to the chin of Don Sweeney. So the Bruins best be ready for that kind of game tonight. Claude is out to prove something to himself as well as to everybody else, and that is that last year was just one of those years, and that the real Claude Lemieux will surface this season.
I spoke with him this morning, and he is intense.
Well, Claude was out there to cover Neely as he did last year, and instead Neely is off the line. Here's Bourque snapping it in, and Stevens takes over. So Lemaire is going to put Lemieux on Neely when he can. Lemieux at center ice, hooked a bit and stopped on the play by Hughes, and Hughes is belted down by Stevens. And McLean starts it back, weaves it over the line, looking for Richer. Bounces in across in front of Locker, all the way across, and the Bruins break it out. Steve Hines, first game this year. Line deep in, backhander, save, good, brilliant rush by Hines. Drive here, locked. Bruins fighting to keep it in. Hines, plenty of speed there. He turned Modry and moved right in. And Millen takes over. He's checked by Hines. Hughes after it. Again, that deep forechecking by Boston. And McLean able to tap it out. Huscroft back.
Stevie Hines, a wonderful rush. He needed that. He's got the speed. He struggled a little bit in this mini camp. That is a type of move when you get early. It's spirited. It shows aggressiveness. And that's what the Bruins wanted of Hines. He has the skills. He has the speed. He certainly has the shot. But right here, he's got a balance. He keeps it, gets the backhand away, albeit kind of harmless. All it had to do was find an opening. That's a good rush by Hines.
Outstanding balance on that cut in, wasn't it?
Stevie, last year when he made that cut, lost the edge a couple of times. You start to lose confidence in the ability to make it. Then he made a nice move, a secondary move coming out of the corner with the same type of balance. Got a shot away that hit Brent Hughes. Good start for Stevie.
Lacroix on the faceoff for Boston. Here's Potvin and Donato on the wings. It goes to Niedermeyer. And around the boards, kept in by Potvin. Lacroix takes a hit from Holik. Got it in front. And Donato couldn't quite get it. It was just knocked away by Niedermeyer. And McKay able to tap it in, deflected wide into the corner. McKay, Lacroix going for it. Around the boards, the Bruins have it. And a breakout by Potvin. Stopped by Niedermeyer at center ice. Potvin able to flip it in. Niedermeyer knocked it out. Back checking. Donato has it. Able to flip it in. And going for it, Danico behind the net. No score, opening minutes. Danico moving it up the middle. Holik trying to go right through the defense, and he is stopped. And Shaw has lost his stick in the process. Donato able to put a pop fly into the Devils zone so that Brian Sutter can make a changeup. And it's the Oaks line out there. This one could be icing. Back for John Gruden. Icing.
Well, let's take a look at who is not dressing tonight, beginning with Jacques Lemaire's Devils. Dave Emma, the former BC star, battling the flu. Jason Smith and Valerie Zelapukin also injured. Sidorkovich, McAlpine, and Dowd, the extras tonight, along with Daniel Marwa, John Roloff, and Glenn Murray is scratched tonight for the Bruins. Brian Sutter sending an early season wake-up call to his young, rugged winger.
That's exactly what that is. Was not pleased with Glenn's effort in the first two games. He was just missing a step. He's a big man. Takes a little more time for bigger players to get in shape. We saw that from Eric Lindros the other night.
Well, Lemieux's going to cover Neely. Oh, we'll be watching that one. And he's doing it now. And Neely goes crashing in and breaks it up on Stevens. Gets it behind the net, puts it in front. For a flip that went high by Tchaikovsky. He maybe was in too deep. And the quick flip went over the net. Neely keeps it in. Takes a hit from Stevens. Tchaikovsky around the boards is knocked down. And the breakout by Lemieux. Lemieux pops it in. Cleared around by Kasatonov and out of the zone off the boards. Stevens takes over. Pass to Carpenter. He can't get going. And Albaline with it. Albaline just drops it out of the zone. Boston defense is Kasatonov and Gruden. This is Gruden to Kasatonov. 35 years old. And able to get it to center over the line to Makela. Makela is stopped. Billy Guerin is right back. Guerin over the line trying to go right through. Dawes has to go to the corner for it. Checked on the play. He's ready for a big season. And here's Neely breaking it up, breaking it out, giving it to Oates. Oates over the line. In. Looking for it. Holding it. Makela. Makela makes a pass that's stopped and intercepted by Millen. Intended for Bourque. A great rush. And here goes Neely. Neely irritated at Lemieux. And that's what Lemaire wants. It is no score first period on Nesson.
And he let referee Lance Roberts know it.
Well, he's had two shifts. He's already upset Danico with a hit, and Lemieux with a couple of hits in the cross-check, and Scott Stevens. So.
Well, it happened last year. Lemaire put Lemieux on Neely, and he's doing it this time, too. Driver starts it away for Millen. Millen flying up over the line. Drops it off from McLean. Blocked. Oh, spilled as Lacroix. Lacroix had the puck, couldn't clear it. Millen able to keep it in. Back for Driver. Up for Richer on the left wing side. Millen moving it quickly. Knocked away. Millen able to get it off the boards. Quick pass in front. Shot by Driver. Saved. Driver 35 feet out in front. And it bounces to Lacroix. And he clears. First power play of the game. It's New Jersey's. 1:15 left on it. Driver able to snap it in. Kasatonov on. Trying to make the clear and does. Driver starts it again. Offside pass on that one. To Richer. 1:03 left on the power play.
Intentional all the way down. Driver's one of the offensive defensemen that's really overlooked in the league. He can Can really do a lot of little things well. Nice shot. He gets away quickly. Ooh, that could have been very dangerous. Obviously, it was on the net. For a defenseman, that's a pretty nice little number to have.
He does something that you'd like all guys at the point to do. He gets the puck on net.
He does, and he's got a nice little wrist shot. He moves the puck well. Got good backhand passer.
And we have a minute left on the power play for the Devils. Smolinski in deep. Bork Sweeney on defense. Here comes Guerin. Guerin pokes it down deep, back for it. Another BC player, Hines, and the Bruins keep control, and Smolinski able to move it out. Billy Guerin looks like he's ready for a tremendous campaign. Aggressive player, big, got the weight, the speed.
He is strong. He got a great shot.
Here he comes again, trying to carry it through. Hook it up, and
Interference. Someone dumped Donnie Sweeney.
Randy McKay.
Randy McKay will get the gate for that. New Jersey has about 7, 8 tough fighting players.
Oh, yes.
McKay, one
Big.
of them. You have Peluso, is a great fighter. Scott Stevens. You got Danico.
Bobby Carpenter will go if
Bobby
you want.
Carpenter, not afraid of anybody. He'll go.
Claude.
Claude Lemieux will fight. I mean, they have a team that you, Scott Pellerin, you have some players there that you are not going to intimidate this team. So Cam Neely, upset as he is, he's not going to intimidate anybody, but he's just sending a message. I'm not going to take as much as I took last year.
I'm a little surprised that Jacques Lemaire would have McKay out with still a half a minute left to go in the power play.
Well, he's got a big kid in front of the net. That's that philosophy when you're struggling, drive to the net and use your size.
And they do as a team.
Yeah, McKay will fill that bill.
right now it is 4-4. In 20 seconds, the Bruins will have a power play for a minute and a half. Sweeney rushing over the line, trying to go it alone, pokes it in the corner, trying to dig it out now. Makela there too. It goes to center ice, and Bork with it. Carpenter breaks it up at center ice. Don Sweeney after it. Now to Makela. And now the power play. Neely is out. For Stumple, doesn't work. Over the line, it is ruled offside.
Call that offside. Very close. Kind of a broken play the Bruins hoped was going to work there for a moment.
Cam Neely has had pretty decent success against the Devils over the years. 28 points.
He's had a lot of success against a lot of teams.
Yeah.
When he's healthy.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of those Devil teams didn't have Lemieux. Lemieux seems to be a real factor nowadays since he shadows Neely.
Claude is very good at it no matter who he shadows. He's just one of those players that knows how to do it.
And annoy you.
Yes, and aggravate you at the same time.
Kasatonov snaps it in. A power play for Boston. Going for it, Neely at the backboards. Checked by Driver. Tried to get it away on the other side. And it is Stevens able to clear it out. And a minute left on this Boston power play. 13:30 left in the first period. The Bruins don't have a shot on Terreri. Or rather, New Jersey doesn't have a shot on Locker. Let's read this properly. And McLean able to get it at center ice. And snap it down. The Bruins start the power play with Raymond Bork into center ice. Off for Tchaikovsky, has trouble handling it. Checked by Stevens. And Chorsky able to fire it out.
Okay, you kill our power play, we'll kill yours. Penalty killers are having a good night.
Carpenter all the way down to bother Kasatonov, and now Neely trying to come out. The Bruins lose possession. Danico gets it. And this deflection goes into the stands, and the face-off call. 10 seconds on the power play.
Boy, Ken Danico, boy, he is one guy, if you were going to build a defensive core, one guy you'd like to have. He shows up every night, sticks his nose right in at Turk, takes a beating, and hands it out just as well.
He plays tough. You know, there's no doubt about it. He's not fancy, not a lot of points, but I'll tell you, you go down his wing all night long, and you've known you've been in a hockey game by the end of the night. You go home, you go, whoa, must have played against Danico tonight.
He'll beg for the massage therapist in the morning.
He's a tough boy. Plays it hard. Got that the old breathe the nose band-aid, that new
yeah.
A lot of the players are saying that's a great.
And the draw to Shaw. Huscroft, ex-New Jersey Devil. Moving it in. Rolls back. Huscroft with it. Screen shot. Save Terreri. And McLean starts it out. 3-on-2 briefly here over the line. It goes to McKay. McKay into the corner. Checked by Shaw. Get it back to Modry. Modry in for Millen. Millen trying to drop it in front. Can't do it. McLean behind the net. Puts it in the corner. And the Bruins going to work it out. Makela, wing to wing. Smolinski handle it nicely. Fakes, puts it in front. With it, Makela, shot, save, Terreri! Best chance of the game. Smolinski to Makela right in front, 20 feet. Terreri with the stop. Smolinski breaks it up on Niedermeyer. Now a long one all the way down to the Boston end. Backfoot Huscroft icing against the Devils. No score. First period on Nesson.
Ryan Smolinski on the outside curl and slide. He's getting that Adam Oates move down. That'll serve him well in his career. Makela does not get it up. Chris Terreri loves to go down. Makela been away from the league for a while. Hasn't played against Terreri.
Boy, he had himself a heck of a rookie season last year. Of course, everybody's expecting a little bit more now.
Hey, you
the
get
second full season.
You get 30, give me 35. You get 35, give me 40.
Danico moves it up. Lusso slides it out. Maybe icing. Casatano back. No icing called. Up for Donato. Donato's pass for Potvin is blocked. Casatano backfoot.
Good solid stand-up read by Abilene there.
And the Bruins work it out to center ice. Over the line for Potvin on the pass from Gruden. It deflects into the stands and a face-off call. The Bruins have 5 shots. New Jersey none. 11:18 left. Scoreless first period.
Martin Brodeur. I tell you, what a super goaltender he is. Rookie of the year.
It seems Terreri gets the call in here just about every time. But remember his maiden voyage in the Garden?
Yeah.
Cam Neely had the hat trick inside of about 8 minutes. And that was it for the day.
That's the only bad night he had last year. He wants a new contract. He's making $140,000 this year. Don't seem to want to give it to him.
Seamack is out there. Guerin on the right. Long pass. Casatana knocks it down. Hankinson checking, but Casatana moved it out. Pass it. Gotta go back with Abilene on defense. Long passes here, and here comes Seamack over the line. Very talented Russian player. Shot saved by Locker. Knocked it off with the left leg. Bruins can't clear it out. Seamack rolls it in. Save again. Guerin now checked by Casatana. Taken to the backboards. Hankinson trying to get it. Stumple able to check it, but can't clear it. Now moves it to Gruden on the other side. Gruden has trouble working it out. Casatana blocked, shot, saved there on the drive from the right side. A big one with the shot was Seamack. Right on. So they've got 3 shots now.
Seamack, great shot in traffic. Locker just played his percentages, went down, spread the legs, took the ice away. Took it either off the chest or the blocker. Big save on the percentages. I don't believe that Blaine saw it.
Seamack is a guy that Jacques Lemaire is counting on heavily to make up for some offense.
Here's Seamack's shot here. It's time to tee it up on a broken play. That gets deflected. Locker gets the blocker on it.
Seamack again. A couple years ago he had 37 goals but fell off drastically last year.
Carpenter on the faceoff. And Ewers out there to watch Neely. We'll keep an eye on that. Bruins starting from their end. Don Sweeney. Off for Oates. Long shot in. Saved Terreri. Borski trying to move it out. Bork trying to keep it in. Can't do it. Carpenter tries to break with it. He is stopped by the back checking of Ray Bork. Snapped it around for Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky up the left wing side. Gets it over the line. Can't set the play with Oates. And at center ice, it is tapped over the Boston line by Lemieux. Boy, the Devils won't sell any tickets, but they will check you. I tell you.
There you go, boy.
They can't get anything going here. Here comes Stevens.
You're a hockey purist. This is good, fundamental, sound team hockey.
Sweeney coming out. Sweeney rushes. They back off. Tried to drop it to Oates, and Oates couldn't get it.
Two-line offside. Cam Neely came up out of his end zone with Adam Oates on his right. And then Claude Lemieux waited to pick him up in center ice. And then Neely never broke. He just kind of curled and ended up taking Lemieux out, and that allowed Oates to come up the right side unmolested. There's Neely coming up. There's Lemieux waiting to pick him up. Then Cam backs and turns into the center ice area, allowing Oates freedom on the outside to carry it in.
And the face-off. Shaw with it. 9:11 left in just the first period. Richer steals, trying to bust right in. Over the line. Shot just wide of Locker. Modry can't keep it in. Back comes Spalensky. Pinched on the boards and stopped by Modry. Then back over the line. The Bruins are offside. No score. First period on Nessa.
Stéphane Richer during the second intermission tonight. Well, those are pretty decent numbers, Turk. 9 straight with 20 or more. One of them a 51-goal season. Well,
he can fly. He's a great puck handler. Tremendous shot. Things to take too many nights off, however.
Came to New Jersey as part of the Kurt Muller deal.
Polique is centering Paluso and McKay. This is a struggle against the Jacques Lemaire format. They say defense wins Stanley Cup, so that's what he's hoping for. Huscroft rolled it in. Modry back for it. And away comes McKay. In the center ice. Then the flip in. Then Lacroix moved it around the boards, but it is stopped, kept in. Lacroix lost it. Kept in. Back for Modry. Modry shot. Save! And down went Lacroix. Had the left glove out. Rough action in front. Shaw lost his helmet. Modry checked on the play by Donato. Donato trying to break away. Donato coming hard. Now drops it. Looking for Lacroix. Didn't work. Brilliant play by Ted Donato, stealing the puck and almost a break-in. Couldn't quite do it. Tried the drop pass. And New Jersey was trapped. Gruden to center ice. Snaps it in wide of Terreri. Right out of the zone goes to Kasatonov. Makela forced back. Kasatonov up for Leach on the right wing side. Gruden in the center ice. Makela, good shift over the line. Needs to shoot. The Bruins don't get many shots. Here's a 2-on-1. Seamack with it. Seamack moving. Check. Kasatonov played that brilliantly. All the way on Seamack.
Kasatonov's experience just speaks volumes for his game. He just knows how to do it. Reminds me a lot of guys at the end of their career that knew how to play it. Gordie Howe, Bobby Clark, guys who just knew how to save the steps and the energy by cutting off at different angles. Now, he just played this brilliantly. He waits, he takes the pass away. It's exactly what he wanted to do. Go wave of the stick, and he's got the reach, pokes it wide, nullifies the entire 2-on-1 chance. Eddie Donato had a nice little chance at the other end of the building. Here, good hard work by Donato. He's in a foot race, really, and both Devils had a chance to jump into the open ice. Then he had to kind of curl and pick it up. Then he ends up dropping the puck back. And Paluso covering his man. Good third-man hockey, covering the open man.
Stumple wins the draw. Lemieux is out there, and Neely is not. Oh, keep an eye on that. But Steve Hines is, and maybe Lemieux will have to watch him. Here comes Stumple over the line. Misfires on his shot. And Albaline moving it out. Bork right back. 6:50 left in the first period. The shots are 6-3 Boston. As Stumple up the middle. Hines straight ahead into the corner against Albaline. Comes off the corner to Stumple. On the boards, Hines. Shot tipped, and it went wide by Hughes as he tried to poke it in the corner. And Steve Hines made that shot. Richer taken down by Bork as he tried to break. Don Sweeney Trying to get away from Millen. And it's intercepted by McLean. The shot deflected over the head of Locker and over the net. Kept in now by Richer. Richer taken down by Sweeney. Bourque trying to come out. Stopped by Millen. And Richer back up. Hit by Don Sweeney into the boards. Not legally. McLean. Sweeney. Stumple. Stumple comes out with it. No score in the game. Can't move it out. Richer kept it in. Stumple taken down. And this one driven around the boards will be icing against Boston. Stevens back.
In your face game, both Tommy McVie and Brian Sutter, just keep it up, boys. I tell you, New Jersey's working hard. They're working as a unit. That was a fluttering puck, just hopped over the stick. McLean gets to drift it, goes off Sweeney's knee up over Locker's head through his hands. Don McLean, good hockey player.
All right, Neely, Oates, Tchaikovsky out there, and so isn't Lemieux. Sticking right close to Neely. And this pass up. Slides all the way down. Back for it, Stevens. Devils trying to move it out. Neely banged into Lemieux. Ooh, it's going to be a night of irritation.
I don't think Cam's in the mood for Lemieux early in the season. Send a message. Not happy.
What Jacques Lemaire is saying, Neely is not going to beat us.
Right, that's what
we may lose, but Neely is not going to beat us.
Right, he does not want Cam Neely to beat you.
Neely may beat Lemieux before the night's over. You can see Cam's thermostat is close to going on the fritz.
All superstars would love to be able to just play hockey and have their equal opposite them. It's a difficult thing when you're that good. You're going to get double coverage.
Don Sweeney trying to go straight ahead and right through the defense, but he is stopped. We're seeing that a lot tonight. Individuals trying to crack a two-man defense. Oates coming back, looking for Tchaikovsky. In deep, Stevens around the boards. Oates stops it. Bourque, shot, save, blocker save by Terreri. Bounce back in front, shot, save on Oates. Terreri didn't know he had that one. He was getting back in the net, and it looked as though Oates would sweep it in. Good attack by Boston. Here comes Lemieux, slowed down by Bourque.
Bit of a hook there. Raymond got away with it.
4:30 left, scoreless first period, and a great chance there. Long shot by Bourque. Terreri the save. The long rebound. Oates. Oates checked by Seamack. Seamack takes the puck away as Oates goes down, and Seamack right back for the Devils. Handed it to Shaw. Neely staying out there. So isn't Lemieux. Right together now. Well away from the play. And here comes Guerin. Guerin over the line. In deep. Shot. Save Locker. Short side. And the clear. The follow-up. Kept in now. Behind the net. Guerin handed it out. The Bruins have a 3-on-2. It is Leach. Leach over the line. Off on the side. Getting it back for a shot by Oates. Went wide. Oates was still on there. Helping that 3-on-2. Makela is broken up by Modric. Back for Guerin. Guerin flipping in. Going for it, Seamack. Seamack, a backhander and a save. And the loose puck is Leach starting it back. Leach over the line. Going deep on Modric. For Smolinski. They are both in the corner. Trying to get it free. Leach. Smolinski off to the side. Holding. Started in front. Cut. Leach pulled down. Smolinski checked by Modric. Now Holik behind the net, but with it, Smolinski moves it back in front. Back for Gruden. Shot is wide. Shaw able to keep it in. No score in the game. Pressure Boston. Leach pass blocked in front. Oh, this is tough action. Hughes has belted down, and Modric with an icing here to relieve that good pressure by the Bruins. have outshot New Jersey 9-5. No score. First period on Nesson.
Opportunity. There's a kind of a mistake by Terreri. He goes after a high one that was well over the net. That lets the Bruins down low. Nice dish by Neely to get it to Oates, but the rebound just misses Tchaikovsky's stick. You got a wide open net. You got to know that Terreri loves to go down. Adam tried to get it there quickly to beat the leg, but once you don't, you got to get it up.
Oates out there with Neely and Tchaikovsky. 2:43 left. Scoreless first period. Bork and Sweeney inside the line. Millen and Oates on the draw. Millen, he's a flurry. 5'7", 170.
Corey Millen he plays much bigger.
He is waved out so
Very
that
fast.
it goes for Bork. Screen shot saved Terreri. A long one, but on the mark. Millen pops it out. Bruins play it back in, and Albaline just trying to drill it out. Gets it out by Sweeney. Covered by Bork. Millen after him. Sweeney in the center ice. Away now over the line. Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky holding, wheeling for a shot that's wide. Don Sweeney, a drive in, wide, popped in front, but it is skated off by Chorsky. Chorsky with Lemieux, long drive, hard shot, but wide of the net. Lemieux, Neely, and Neely knocks him down. And fans react to that. Sweeney able to move it out with help from Tchaikovsky, but Stevens takes over. The shots are 10-5 Boston. Scoreless first period. Back is Sweeney. But it is, for the most part, New Jersey setting the tempo, which is defense. Long passes, and then we'll wait for our break. They are stopped. Hines trying to get away from Stevens now. Hines with it. Off on the left for Gruden. Gruden drills it in. And the Bruins forecheck to keep it in. And it's back for Casatana. The shot blocked, never reached the net. And away comes Millen now on a spurt, picking up Richer. And a lead on the right for McLean. McLean has to chase it to the corner. Give it to Millen. Millen a shot. Blocked and caught by Locker.
New Jersey waiting their chances. Corey Millen, very fleet of foot. Nice play. Bouncing puck went over McLean's stick, or it would have been a golden opportunity. Right here he curls through center ice, makes the nice play on the backhand. Ever so important to get that backhand ability down. Set up McLean, but just bounced over the stick. Locker takes the shot wide of the net, freezes it.
Well, New Jersey, their telecasters, Mike Emmerich and old friend Peter McNabb.
Peter McNabb, yeah.
I think Mike Emmerich, all the years I've listened to play-by-play, is the very best.
Well,
you go way back, Foster Hewitt and everybody.
There's testimonial from the best. If you think he is, he's got to be great.
Garrett, turnaround shot. Sweeney having trouble. Senac wheels. Just a minute left in the period. Senac able to keep it in. Give it to Guerin, who moved. Guerin's shot is wide. Rebound is Steve Leach. Leach out with Smolinski. Leach poking it in deeper. And Bill Guerin out of Wilbraham and Boston College. Solid player for New Jersey. Hankinson at center ice. Pass up, stopped by Ray Bork. 24 seconds left. Smolinski, long shot. Terreri able to knock it off for Danico. Danico moving it up, stopped by Casatana. And Alexei. Gruden move it out. Blocked. Niedermeyer popped it back in. That will do it in the period. The shots are 11 to Boston and 6 for New Jersey. It is no score, Boston and the Devils. And we'll have intermission highlights on Nesson in a moment.
Boston 11, New Jersey 6.
All right, we're just about set for the middle 20 minutes of hockey here at the Boston Garden, and like a truck pull in the first period. I don't imagine it'll get much prettier in the second.
No, the Bruins have to be careful of this period. You come out, always the second period is a dangerous period because that early enthusiasm has gone somewhat. As Tom Larson mentioned, the Bruins have been scored on in the second period. That was a problem they had last year with second periods. And they want to set that trend and get rid of that.
And for the Bruins, Oates, Neely, Tchaikovsky. Neely out there, that means Lemieux. He's staying with him. He's about 10, 12 feet away from him. And rushing now, Ray Bourque. Drive in around the boards. Oates digs it right out. Shot just missed. Far side. Beautiful chance. Oates dug it off the boards and missed. Right back. Tchaikovsky. A lead. Neely on Oates in. Shot. Save. Rebound. In front. But it skated off by Driver. And now for Lemieux. Lemieux breaks. Shot. Save. Locker. Clear. Sweeney. This one opened up with chances at both ends. Lemieux at center ice. Neely tried to bump him, but was not in good position.
No, you don't think any chance at him he can.
But Lemieux had the puck, and he wanted to try it anyway.
Both coaches, this has opened up a little bit. I don't believe either coach said to do so. It's just something that happened.
Tchaikovsky takes it over the line, the playoff side.
Yeah, it appeared as they came into center ice. Claude saw Cam out of the corner of his eye and figured, well, no sense in on pushing the big guy's buttons. Pulled up, and Cam couldn't quite get all of his body on him.
I tell you, it's not fun. I mean, I never had to play that style. I was the guy that was doing the covering. There's Cam. I got you, I think. Nah, Klotz is not there. Just got out of the way a little bit.
Well, we're going to put the brakes on. It's all the same.
You have to have a mindset to get over it. And Cam has worked on it over the years. This is a little more personal to Claude.
And the Boston line, Smolinski with Leach and McElroy. Gruden. Now Smolinski winding up. Well, the Bruins are going back. And Richer broke it up. McElroy able to cover. Hustle back. And McElroy starts it up. Into center ice. Nice shift by McLean. Over the line. Going deep. Shot. Locker save. Terreri might have been off the mark. In deep. It is Bruins trying to set a play for Gruden. Can't do it. But the Devils' clear is icing.
Chris Terreri, as we mentioned in the pregame, has had the Bruins numbers over the years. He is an exceptionally talented acrobatic goalkeeper. Likes to fan out, take the ice away. Just if he played the Boston Bruins his career, he'd win the Vezina Trophy, MVP, he'd be everything.
Case in point on just how acrobatic he can be. How about that first period save on Adam Oates?
He's a good goalkeeper.
When he was just flat out clean out of the crease. Forget about out of between the pipes.
Stumple and Seamack. Moultrie with it, but in the corner. Hughes after it. And Stumple. Seamack after him. Niedermeyer too. Able to drop it back near the line. Gruden able to pop it in. Now it's back out for Guerin. Guerin can't get started. Loose puck center ice picked up by Hines. Hines over the line on Moultrie. Stumple off the boards trying to make his play. He's checked. Back to keep it in. Hughes at the right point. The flip up though blocked. And Moultrie starts it out with Guerin. Guerin a lead for Hankinson. Too far. Around the board stop. And Guerin got it off the right wing boards. His shot went wide and ricocheted to center. At the Boston line, Gruden starting the play with Casatana. No score. Just underway in the second period. And a line change by Brian Sutter and by Jacques Lemaire. On the fly, Donato trying to check it. Holik able to break it out over the line. Swept it in on the right wing boards. Guerin is still out there. He's checked on the play, and the shot in is saved from the left point. That was Stevens driving. Long one, Locker save. Stevens back at his end. And this one was away from everybody. Shaw icing. Then the Devils iced it about 4 times in the first period. They ice it here. No hesitation on that.
Fans, the Boston Boston Bruins.
Billy Guerin going in the corner. He's a tough customer, but he noticed the shot. He's got an eye. He knows what's happening. But he still just had to reach in enough. He knew that he was going to get hit. He wanted to poke it away and stay clean. Potvin got a piece of him. The shot from the point. In cleanly. Kicked away by Locker.
Scott Stevens with a big year offensively last year. 78 points as you look at the former BC winger, Bill Guerin. Boy, Guerin's the kind of guy that you just drool over if you're a coach, and you know Claude Lemieux does. He's big, he's tough, he skates well, he's got a great shot and a great future.
Jacques Lemaire likes all his players. They all have a role, they all have a place, and I think that's the way he's always approached the game, that he has people to do different things. Guerin brings a lot to the table, does Pellerin. You know, you have your players, and he is not afraid to sit them down for a while. Anybody. You're not giving it a full effort. Boom. He has some interchangeable parts out there. As we mentioned in the pregame, he teaches and preaches the team concept.
He really has two concerns this year. One, who is going to take over Bernie Nichols' role? Not even strength, but the penalty killing and the winning of faceoffs that Nichols brought to this hockey club. And then also, who is going to be his playmaking centerman, the guy that's really going to anchor the line. He's got a number of interchangeable centers.
They do miss that one big playmaker. Corey Millen is the man to answer it right now, and he may very well have the offensive season that he hopes for.
Lacroix on the faceoff with Potvin. Donato, Huscraft. His shot wide on the short side. Donato for Potvin. That one blocked wide.
That one got Lance Roberts in the right thigh.
And with it, Donato in front, jam, and Lacroix can't jam it home right at the crease. Chorski out for Lemieux.
Excellent example of taking the man in front of the net right there by the New Jersey defense.
And around the boards, Danico missed it, and back covering is Stevens. Lacroix takes a hit from Danico and drives it in wide of Terreri. Nearing the 4-minute mark of the second period. Neely is out there, and so isn't Lemieux. Tchaikovsky can't move in on Stevens. And right back on the right wing side comes McLean, and the play is offside.
Nice solid defensive stand-up play by Huscroft on McLean there. Good take the body. Scott Stevens, similar example of taking the body on Tchaikovsky at the other blue line. The defense standing up, taking people out of the play. Very frustrating when you're a forward. You'd rather have a sociable event where everybody lets you go. You'd rather be in, if you're a forward, in a 10-7 shootout.
I think Jamie Huscroft loves to play against New Jersey more than any other team. He toiled quite a few seasons in their minor league. Never really got the opportunity to stick where he has here.
In the first period, the Bruins had 11 shots. Neely, covered by Lemieux, did not have any. But Oates had 2 and Tchaikovsky had 1. It almost is up to Oates and Tchaikovsky to take advantage of the checking that Lemieux is doing on Neely. Fort keeps it in, taps it in front, loose, and Tchaikovsky backhander blocked by Stevens. Stevens hit by Neely. And the puck moved out. Sweeney up for Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky looking for Oates. Terreri out to play it. Down the boards, it goes to Carpenter. Carpenter a lead for Chorski, but it's too wide, and icing again by the Devils.
Boy, Cam Neely has had plenty to say to Lance Roberts, and the conversation's still going on.
There is this interference, is what Neely is talking about. Being held and grabbed and not allowed to forecheck, not allowed to move in freely. You cannot hit or touch or impede the progress of a forechecker, and that's when Neely's in that role. He wants a little more freedom, deservedly so.
You know, we've talked about it so many times, Derek, and I had thought that the league has talked about it. Now
they have.
Brian Sutter wants some clarification from Lance Roberts. But I would think the one thing, if a league is trying to market its sport, it wants its premier players, its most talented players, the guys who have the great skills, to be able to showcase them. And it's a shame to allow a player who is good enough to play in the National Hockey League but doesn't possess those skills to clutch and grab and hold and do stuff to nullify what you're paying to see.
Right, but I mean, it's a physical game, and like I said, it's a team game, and it's a checking concept. I mean, I would have been in trouble if that was not the case. I would have.
You did all right.
I had to be allowed to do some things.
Bourque can't get the shot away as he got the draw at the point. Started to move in with a fake. Lost it. It's to the Boston end. Bourque able to pop it out. Moultrie flips it into the Boston end. Back with too many men on the ice. Calling.
He made a mistake. He anticipated Bourque was going to touch it. Bourque did not touch it.
That's a bad call there.
This is marginal. This is a silly call.
If it hit Bourque,
Bourque was curling to feed it. He saw two Bruins come on the ice as he was going off. He decided, okay, let it go. The play was in the general flow going into the Bruins end anyway. I think what you had was the linesman, Kevin Collins, anticipated Bourque touching it. And he had already made his mind up. Now Bourque is going to go out and discuss it. Watch as the puck comes. Two Bruins come on. Right? And now the Bourque, there's Sweeney going on. The puck is coming to Bourque. He decides to not touch it, curls away from it, and goes to the box. Now, by the rule, he is too far away.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. I take it back.
He is too far away from the box. You have to be within, I think, 10 feet, or maybe even closer. So he had a little bit too much time there.
Take it back. From the point, Niedermeyer. The shot is wide. Donato checking Niedermeyer. Then is knocked down. And Niedermeyer. So that was a good call by Kevin Collins. Near the net, Richer pops it in front, and at the crease, a big jam there.
Blaine Locker got in a stick to say hello, a little jab, like stay out of my crease.
He's got a little Billy Smith in him.
Well, he's not shy. He's not shy. He's not a shy boy. And he has to protect his territory, and you get that early, get that message out early. New Jersey showing a little life here. Now there's a bouncing puck. Raymond tries to get him out of the way. Really, I believe it was Corey Millen was all tied up. He really had nowhere to go. He was trying to get his leg out of the way. Blaine did not see that he couldn't move anywhere else but where Bourque was shoving him. So Corey takes a beating for no reason.
Love those replays, because had that been, controversial enough and somebody said, let's replay it, it would have backed up the call by the officials. Bourque had not been close enough to that bench.
Was not close enough.
Sweeney drives it off the boards and down. 1:14 left on the Devils power play. 6 minutes into the second period. Neely out there as a penalty killer with Oates. Richer open, looking for a pass. It just deflected wide. And then the drop pass to the point was missed by Millen, went all the way to center ice. A break for Boston there. And the Devils have to regroup. Albaline and Niedermeyer are on. Not Stevens. That's interesting.
Good play by Casatana up there in the curl. Up had the board shut off, made the play up the middle.
And away comes Guerin. Guerin over the line, trying to go it alone. The shot, the save. Seamak the drive. And the save by Locker. That was right on the short side corner.
Blaine gets a bit of a break here. He's on the post. Now watch his legs will be open. His feet are apart. He does not react to the shot. He's really playing Guerin. There it hits his left leg and stays there. That's a little bit to the left. Bingo, that's off the right foot and in. Good position except for the legs being open.
32 seconds left on the Devils power play. Seamak with Lemieux and Guerin up front. Bourque gets it around for Hines. Hines can't move it out. Stopped by Stevens. Fed to the opposite side. Guerin right in there. Smolinski after him. Sweeney up the boards. And Smolinski backhands it out. Stevens checked by Hines. Hit by Smolinski. Gets away from both. Over the line for Lemieux. His pass is outside the line, though. 2 seconds left. Bruins have not given up a power play goal. Over the line. It is Leach. In shot. Save. Terreri. Leach walked in as the penalty was up. Head in on the left wing side. Turned it to his forehand. And this pass intended for Guerin is missed. It is icing on New Jersey. No score. Second period on Nesson.
Down the left side with some speed at the end of the penalty. Gets on the ice. Wants to get this shot away before the stick gets to him. So he has to take it on the backhand. Get the shot away quickly just before the Devil come in with the stick to get on it. Got good wood on it. Hit Terreri in the chest, between the chest and his arm, and squirted out behind him.
Stumple out there. Hughes trying to move right in. Couldn't get possession. Around the other side. Leach in front for Stumple. And he's surrounded by Devils. Can't get a handle to it. Peluso flips a lead for Holik. Holik and Shaw in the corner. Peluso there. Around the boards. Leach with it. Breakout for Boston. Leach drives to the corner. Behind the net. Terreri out. Whips it around, not out of the zone, kept in by Shaw, bounces away from Stumple, goes to center ice. His pass up, blocked by Holik, and played in the Boston zone. Huscroft and Holik there, behind the net. Peluso with it. Peluso in front, blocked. Good play, Shaw. And the Bruins break it out. Stumple, left wing side, pass in front for Hughes, gets it, tries, blocked by Terreri. A screaming shot from the left wing boards by Hughes.
Davey Leach touches it, I believe, in front of the net. Gets a deflection. Kay and Danico getting a little pushy out there with...
Well, I think everybody on the ice, Turk, is having flashbacks to last spring at the Garden when Hughes took down Terreri.
Well, Hughes makes the play from the corner. Now watch Leach right of your screen. Play comes across to him, a one-timer. Right there, gets tipped by Terreri, I believe, into Leach, but then the puck kind of squirts into his equipment, and he holds on to it. Right here, now it goes over, banged over on the boards. He just throws it in front of the net. It goes off Leach's body, and Terreri gets a piece of it.
Well, so far, Chris Terreri handling the tougher of the chances in the battle of the goaltenders.
Terreri would love a shutout. Get a leg up on Martin Brodeur.
In the second period, 11:40 left. The Bruins 5 shots and the Devils 3. Back for Bourque from Oates. Shot. Deflected high off the backboards. Kept in by Oates. Back for Sweeney. Shot tip. Save Terreri as Oates redirected that one. And away over the line comes McLean. McLean pass off for Millen, and Millen was hit by Oates. Back checking. Sweeney at the backboards. Starts it out. Looking for Tchaikovsky. Dropped out of the zone and back for it McLean. Could be icing again.
New Jersey's not shy. They're not here to put a show on. They just want to play good, sound hockey, be patient, wait for a chance. Bruins are getting a couple of opportunities of late. New Jersey responding with a little bit more physical play.
Adam Oates did a nice job back checking that time, picking up the trailer. Or it could have been 1-0 New Jersey.
So important in this game. You're a young player back there and you think, oh, well, I can't get back. There's so much distance between me and the play. But when guys start dishing it off and drop passing it, you get a lot of time to make up that distance. So put the head down and get back in the play. Pick up that late man.
On the faceoff, it is won by Carpenter. What a tremendous story he is.
Oh, Bobby Carpenter's a great story. Everybody had him down and out, finished. He just refused to quit. Played very well since the injury to his knee in Montreal.
Loves the game. Donato back with Sweeney. A Harvard combination doesn't work at the Devils' blue line. And the Devils break possible 2-on-1. Chorski off for Lemieux. Lemieux puts it on net. Save Locker. Covers up.
The great thing about Bobby Carpenter, he not only has the great skills, but he's got that mean streak that just, when you mix the two together, Turk, he got quite a package.
He's always said he's a 30-goal scorer, about as is his range. He had the one great year, obviously. We made mention of him when he was here, 53 goals. But to come out of St. John's Prep, out of high school, and play the way he's played, he's just a phenomenal player. He's one tough customer. He's a competitor, great on faceoffs, good checker, excellent penalty killer.
Seamack played in just 54 games last year, had a knee injury. The year before, 42 goals.
I think that's where they're looking for Seamack.
Driver, screen shot, doesn't reach the net. Locked in the players in front. Seamack with it. Oh, he can wheel and deal, and he closes in for a backhander and a save by Locker. And he made that. Here's one. Down on a save by Locker. Oh, what a stop.
They waved it off. They did punch it in eventually, but the whistle had gone. Lance Roberts lost sight of the puck and blew the whistle. But 3 phenomenal saves by Blaine Locker. As nice a save as you want to make is the one on the back end right here that's going to go unnoticed. He got this up fairly high with Makela on him, but he makes it with the left save. Now he gets hit in the head, gun out of his crease, squirts in front, all alone.
Oh, blocker.
Boom.
Right there. That's where he blows it dead.
Makes a tremendous save coming across.
The luck net monster.
Hankinson it was with the bid. The winger on that line, but Seamack did a lot of wheeling dealing.
It takes another swipe at it. That's what put it in, but Lance Roberts had lost sight of it. Bruins get a break. Whistle may have been a little quick.
He's listed as 6'1", 205, but I'll tell you, Blaine looks closer to 6'2", 6'3", and maybe closer to 215, 220.
He's a big boy.
That's right. He fills up that net.
Good old hometown goal judge. Don't put the light on. Don't ever put it on, right? Yannick clearing in. Ray Bourque winding up. Full head of steam. 4 Devils are back. They converge on him. He pops it in. Lacroix hustles to the backboard. Donato trying to get him. And around on the boards. Heavy hitting there. Guerin throws his weight around. Lacroix comes out with it. Tried to put it in front for Potvin. Didn't work. Donato forechecking well. Guerin checked by Sweeney. And Donato with it. Pass in front. Rolls in on Terreri. Not a shot. He was trying to set up Lacroix. And it's tied up for a faceoff.
Daniel Lacroix got in front of the net there, and he almost got to Danico in time. Going to redirect it. Chris Terreri, another
Not a bad line, Lacroix. Potvin. Donato.
They come
Hustle.
yeah. They check. Supposed to create some havoc with hitting. Lacroix and Potvin very big, tough.
What those forwards know is if they don't go all out, Glenn Murray is right in the wings.
Well, Glenn Murray and you had Keela Rose and Knipscher, and you got some players down in Providence can come up in a heartbeat too.
Niedermeyer driving it out. Huscroft driving it back. 9:25 left, second period. We're beyond the halfway mark. Total shots are 18-13 for Boston. It is no score. McKay looking for Peluso, doesn't work. Shaw. This one went off a Devil, so it's not icing. Terreri realizes that. He's back to try and play it. He's out of the net. Niedermeyer.
Sean Peluso.
And Shaw.
Hey, Shaw doing all right.
Mike Peluso does this for a living.
Yeah.
Hey, Shaw. I tell you, he threw a couple of Dannies that Peluso ducked away from. Mike Peluso is not somebody you want to mess with on a regular basis.
Well, it all started the first trip down the ice when Peluso cross-checked Shaw from behind, and David wheeled around and gave him a one-hander. And they gave each other elbows, and finally Shaw said, look, let's not mess around with the petty stuff. You want to go, let's go. And they did.
Well, Mike Peluso will take any challenge that you give him. David Shaw, not afraid to go.
David's a tough guy.
Oh, David will go.
Yeah, we're back up ice just below your picture.
They're already going, and they're already having at it.
New Jersey penalty, number 8, Mike Peluso.
Oh, there's a
There
right
we go.
that connected.
Penalty, number 34, David Shaw.
Ooh, David threw a nice left there,
Penalty
didn't
for fighting.
And now it's
Peluso getting a couple in there.
trying to tie him up with that left arm. Don't let that loose.
Well, Peluso unfortunately can hit you with both.
Major penalties for
He's one of those
fighting.
fighters that can hit with both hands.
Devils, Mike Peluso. To the Bruins, David Shaw at 10:56.
The shots are even 7 apiece. We have 9 minutes left here in the second period. The teams are at full strength. 5-minute penalties there. Neely out. Neely shot. Saved by Terreri. He hangs on. And Cam did not get good wood on that.
He opted for quick release rather than tee it up. And you'll get more goals with a quick release than you will by nailing it.
Lemieux is out there ready to converge on Neely. Driver gets it. Lemieux moves to center ice to Chorsky. Shot. Save Locker. Bork. Neely. Oates. Up on the left for Bork. Bork scales it in off the stick of Terreri. This could be icing.
Now they're going to wave it off.
Well, they're saying Sweeney didn't skate hard enough. Maybe.
Well, no, Donnie could have reached out and very easily have touched it.
Puck kept in now off the boards for Sweeney. Doesn't get it. And the Devils break it out. Possible 2-on-1. It is Driver. Driver looking for a man behind Lemieux, and he was checked by Sweeney. Well, if Lemieux's going to watch Neely, he's not going to be able to come up quickly enough. So, in a sense, that helped Boston. Here's Tchaikovsky from Oates over the line, buried by Stevens. Tchaikovsky was. Floats back to Casatano. Alexei Casatano. Now for John Gruden. The defense say, we're going to attack. Around the boards, Neely. Jammed there by Lemieux.
He's going to get a penalty. That is a good call. Total flat interference. Lemieux anticipated, right? Oh, he's going to give it to Neely?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
No score. Second period on Nesson.
Elbowing. And Lance Roberts fooled me.
There it is.
Neely does not touch the puck. When you do not touch the puck, you're not eligible to be hit. Neely elbows him, but Lemieux hits him. So I would have given elbowing and interference. Boom. But
And the Bruins are shorthanded. Third power play for the Devils. No score in the game. 7:40 left in the second period. It's up for McKay. McKay pass stopped by the back checking of Lacroix. Backhanded out.
Stefan Richer was all alone.
Power play continues. Up the right side, it is Niedermeyer. To the corner. Richer. Around the boards for Niedermeyer, who's well up. Could be trapped. Bruins break it out. Lacroix over the line. Couldn't set the play with Donato. Almost a 2-on-1 breakout. In behind the net. McKay able to keep it in. Back for Niedermeyer. Stevens in front. Play stopped. Not cleared out. Donato almost stealing on that one. And moving out. Lacroix with it. Back for Stevens it goes. Now to Niedermeyer. Well up. Richer pass in front. Sweeney intercepts. Moves it out. On this one, McLean is offside. Has to let it go. And Hines coming on. Able to get possession. And move it down. 40 seconds on New Jersey power play. No score. Second period. 6:28 left in the second. Devils work it to center ice to Guerin. Back to the left point. Albaline. Low shot. Blocked. Save there by Locker. This one on Guerin. Blocked. Goes behind the net. Swept in front. Blocked by Locker. Right. Goaltending by Blaine Locker. Still continuing. Lemieux. Albaline. Locker coming through.
A lot of people around the league were very afraid of the Boston Bruins getting a goaltender that would be outstanding because of their team concept approach to the game. Like New Jersey, they play it very solidly, but they have a couple of big stars. But that was as excellent a display of goaltending in a penalty as you're going to want to see.
They're standing at the Garden for Blaine Locker. This is the beauty. Just picking them out of the sky.
I got you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
They are standing for Blaine Locker's performance thus far tonight. He's done an excellent job in the first 35 minutes.
He has
34 minutes.
just the right mixture. I mean, if you're into chemistry, the right mixture of arrogance and confidence.
Oh, he does. He's good, I'll tell you. He does.
I mean, everything he does tells his teammates, "Come on, boys, hop on, let's go."
I believe in myself. I think that, that's what he's saying.
Sweeney trying to clear. Can't do it. Driver kept it in for Miller. Miller, very tricky. In front. Richer, shot. Save Locker on Richer. And Neely comes out. Bruins organizing. Albaline, shot blocked. Bruins, Nakala breaks it out. Pass up, stop. Back it goes to Sweeney. Now Bork. Off for Sweeney to start it out. Locker. Now it's New Jersey out shooting Boston 20-19. They have 14 shots in this period. Tchaikovsky looking for Neely. Can't complete the play. It's back in the Boston end for Casatana. Tchaikovsky's pass is controlled by the Devils. Daniko up for Chorsky. Broken up, and Tchaikovsky coming back. Over the line, his shot deflected by Daniko in the stands. No score. Second period on Nesson.
Handled the more difficult chances to that point, but there's no question ever since that was said, it's been the Locker show.
I tell you, that save he just made on Stéphane Richer in the slot all alone, just snapped a quick wrist shot off, and then Locker gets the right foot on it. Great save.
Well, the shots were even about 5 minutes ago at 7 apiece, and now New Jersey has 14.
Well,
so they put an assault on there.
5 or
on that
6
power play.
5 or 6 on the power play, yeah.
The Bruins have yet to give up a power play goal this year.
Oh. There's the kiss of death.
4:46 left in this period. Long shot by Stevens, saved by Locker. That came from center ice. And the Bruins started out. Up the middle, off Leach, wide. Terreri handles it. No icing. Daniko ices it.
New Jersey playing that patient defense.
Back in a moment. Sweeney trying to come out, has trouble, lost it. Chorsky able to keep it in. Tchaikovsky trying to come out. Flip it for Neely. Neely goes crashing into Stevens, but the Bruins can't move it over the line. At the other side, Sweeney does, takes a hit from Carpenter, and we have 3:25 left. And a very patient New Jersey team. They will wait for their chances. Maybe another power play.
Not a bad philosophy. Waited and we'll try to win on the power play. Worked for many a team before.
Chorsky, long shot. Kick out save by Locker. Bruins just move it out. Let's pop back in by Stevens, and Halik is offside.
There's Scott Stevens, 78 points last year.
player. He's a franchise player, Scott Stevens. You'll love to have him as a teammate. Big, strong, fast, tough, smart. Got all the tools, got all the skills, obviously. And a team that did not get a lot of points, that 78 points looms bigger than being on an offensive team like Detroit or Pittsburgh.
And with St. Louis in the league, he's a multi-millionaire. St. Louis keeps making bids. Here's Richer over the line on Casatana. A shot.
That's off the moorings.
Off the side of the net.
And that's off the moorings. Lance Roberts doesn't see it.
Oh, here's Leach back with a threat for Boston. Trying to get the return pass from Smolinski. Doesn't work. Now it's kept in for Bakala. Shot! Save Terreri with Smolinski right there at the crease. Away comes McKay. And finally they point out that the net back in the moment on Nesson.
A pass to him. He throws it across the crease. One times it, and he just doesn't get the stick down. Whether Abilene was the one reaching in and hooking, or Modry it was maybe, just lifted the stick long enough. He did not get the stick down in time. And that has broken. The Bull gang coming out to fix it. There's Zibby. His father ran the Bull gang for years, as does he. Wonderful work the crew does here at the Boston Garden.
Well, we have 2:30 left in the second period, and the Devils have 16 shots on Locker. This is his period.
By far his best period. What's planned for our second intermission? Stéphane Richer will be by to talk with Mr. Shea. Plus highlights galore, our game action, Flames and Red Wings, plus the battle for Florida's bragging rights. That's all coming up between periods. Stéphane Richer. Always dangerous, Richer.
Seamack is out there against Stumple. Seamack coming up over the line, behind the back pass. Casatana broke it up.
Boy, he's smooth, that Casatana.
And a good play off for Hines. Hines over the line on Modry, trying to break in. Goes down, the backhander, and it is blocked. Goes to Gruden. Gruden's shot is wide. The backhander was by Hughes on the follow-up behind the net. Hines for Casatana, who's well up on the left point. Fed in. Gruden is in deep. Bruins trying to put heat on Terreri. And the Devils able to pop it out of the zone. Batted away, but offside. Seamack in combination with Hankinson, and 1:45 left in period number 2. The total shots are the Devils 22 and the Bruins 19. It is seldom that the Bruins are outshot anywhere.
Well, they've had their problems in the last year or so. In the second period, they come out and play well as a rule in the first and third. Struggled somewhat in the second. Goes like that sometimes. There's absolutely no reason.
Carpenter out there. Lemieux watching Neely. York dropped it off, and Chorski in to check Sweeney. Trouble in the corner around the boards. Driver trying to keep it in. It rolls to Sweeney. Sweeney out, leads the rush off for Neely. Neely can't handle it, and Lemieux has it stolen. Back in Oates. Tchaikovsky behind the net, puts it out in front. Ray Bourque into a screen. The puck on edge, and it went high, very high. Sweeney a good hit, and that kept the puck in as he threw the hit on Chorski. And out in front, Neely all alone, dead on. Great save, Terreri.
Lemieux's going to get a cross-checking.
Well, Cam Neely had a magnificent opportunity.
Beautiful play by Zherkowski. He took a look first, knew that Neely was all alone, wasted no time in the corner, threw it right on his stick. Terreri went down, fanned out. Right here, it's a quick turnaround right to Neely. Terreri goes down, Fred spreads the legs. Neely tries to get it up over the shoulder. There's the cross check by Lemieux. Here's Cam, got time. Waiting. He had Terreri except for the arm. Chris responds with the glove.
Penalty number 22, Claude Lemieux.
56 seconds left in the second period. No score in the game, and the Bruins on a power play. Neely out there.
Devils, Claude Lemieux.
Oates, Tchaikovsky, Donato, and Bork. Well, Holden. Donato is going to wing, and Casatano going to play the point. And the draw. Back for Bork. Bork Holden. Now Casatano. In around the boards, out in front for Neely from Oates. Well, it hopped over his stick and over Casatano's stick, and he has to chase it back.
That's just chippy ice at the end of the period. 2 bounces there for Boston.
Casatano off for Oates. Oates over the line. Swept it in. Terreri out trying to clear it. And with help from Carpenter, he does. Neely stopped by McLean. 18 seconds left in the period. Power play Boston. Up for Neely. Neely barreling over the line. Stopping. Pass in. Donato can't handle it in front. Neely gets it. Shot blocked. Donato hit the post. Donato hit the crossbar. What a chance. It's off for Bork. And time runs out in the period. Great opportunity as Neely set up Donato.
Excellent opportunity. Tough break. Teddy had the right idea. Got it up. Dinged it off the post. Out the crossbar. Get a quick look at it here. Here's Neely, and he's open. Gets it and hits a stick. Donato stops it. Flips it up. Hits the arm of Terreri to the post. Chris Terreri makes the save.
So the shots are 22 Devils, 21 Boston. It is no score. Boston and New Jersey. Intermission highlights on Nesson in a moment.
Second period.
Thank you, Tommy. Bruins came close in a flurry at the end. New Jersey pretty well carried the play in that period. It was a much better period for New Jersey, save for the flurry at the end and a chance or two by Cam Neely. Teddy Donato had a wonderful opportunity with Terreri down. But as we mentioned before, Terreri has the ability to react to a puck well. Very acrobatic. There's the play across. Now it seems pretty harmless at that point, but Scott Stevens loses the puck. Neely with a quick shot. Donato blocks it. Terreri gets a hand on it and knocks it up to the bar. Hits the crossbar and out. Ray Bork also had a great opportunity, but ran out of time.
Well, they got pressure on him, and they did try to go upstairs. The fact that he's stopped the puck, heck, that's what he's getting paid to do.
That's what
he's doing his job.
That's what goalies get paid for.
You can always remember Dave Poulin saying that after a game. Everybody was saying, geez, Andy Moore, what a great game. What a great game. Poulin said, for crying out loud, that's what he's getting paid to do. Stop the puck. Oh, what's the big deal?
Couldn't do it, he wouldn't be there. At the Bruins, 40 minutes early in the season against a very good hockey club. Minute 4 left on the penalty to Claude Lemieux for cross-checking Neely.
Stefan Richer made a good point during the interview. When Boston and New Jersey play, it is so important to get that first goal. Bruins have an excellent opportunity to do just that, starting the period on the power play.
For the Bruins, Oates is out there. Tchaikovsky on the left, Neely on the right, Kasatonov and Bork. Chorsky and Carpenter up front, Driver and Stevens. The short-handed Devils. No score in the game, just underway in the third period. Stevens shot it all the way from the blue line to right on Locke. Away comes Bork. Oates, Bork again. No room to move in. Unable to pop it in. Back at the line. Bork just kept it in. Oates for Bork in. Shot, save, rebound. Loose. Oates shot. Blocked in front. Bruins had a marvelous chance. And Chorsky able to move it out.
Animo's hit a leg in front. Trying to get a little cute with it. Trying to find an opening.
22 seconds. Bork wheels it in on the left wing side. It's back for Casatano. Low shot. Saved Terreri, and that had plenty on it. Good wrist shot. And this one is blocked, and Richer breaks it out to McLean. Stopped by Casatana. Popped over the net for Richer. Able to come in. Shot. Save. Beautiful skate save. Blocker on Richer. Full strength. Devils. Tchaikovsky back. Tchaikovsky moves it in deep on Driver. Broken up. And Driver ices it.
Lane Locker, I think he was looking to his left. This one hits him in the foot. Richer staying with the bouncing puck. Got good wood on it. He responds well with that right foot. Here's Adam Oates to Bork in front. Comes off. Neely's covered. Everybody kind of looking for it. There's the shot by Oates. It hit Driver in the leg.
Underway now, and the team's at full strength. Driver can't move it out in front. Batted away. The shot from the blue line deflects wide. It was made by Huscroft. Huscroft trying to keep it in, can't do it. A breakout by Hankinson on Shaw. Deep, and Hankinson misses. Hankinson taken down by Shaw. Guerin, Huscroft on the boards. Hankinson, they got a hander to it. Driver does, and there's a battle in the corner. It is Guerin and Huscroft. They go at it.
Well, Guerin had a pretty lengthy and tiring bout last night with Robert Ray up in Buffalo. You see how arm weary.
Well, he should have the strength back by now. This is a wrestling match.
One thing a lot of the New Jersey guys were saying is Robert Ray has that reputation of letting the opponent get that jersey off quickly, so he's got nothing to hold on to. Awful tough to fight in hockey when the other guy isn't wearing a jersey and you are.
He had those tearaway jerseys. He used to have the tie downs. A lot of the guys, Bruins used to tie downs, but still, you've got to do it tight. You got to set that V-neck back on your throat and tie it down tight at the back. There's a little bit too much play. I don't think either player at this point really wanted to go. It was a little late. Should be roughing is all it should really be.
And the face-off coming up.
New Jersey
in the Boston
penalty
end.
number 12, Bill Guerin. Boston penalty number 28, Jamie Huscroft. 5 minutes each for fighting.
And they get 5 minutes each.
2 minutes.
Palik is out there with Peluso on the left side, McKay on the right.
For fighting at 2:03.
Lacroix, Potvin,
The Devils, Bill Guerin. The Bruins, Jamie Huscroft.
shot in by Driver into the corner, around the boards. Casatana trying to get it. Lacroix and Peluso does. With a high and wide one, and Donato away to center ice to Potvin. Potvin off the boards in deep. Potvin into the corner, but it's away to Moulder. Czechoslovakian player. Now it's out to Halik with Peluso, and coming up Niedermeyer. A blocker save by Locker, all the way up to center ice. Loose puck. Can pick it up. And 3 minutes into the third period, no score in the game. Shots at 25, New Jersey, 23, Boston. Back on the right. It is dead in deep. Sweeney checking the play all the way on McKay. Potvin back. Left in ahead of Oates. In too deep. Lemieux out there. Can't move it out. Bork in for Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky cuts in the corner, puts it in front. Neely covered. Tchaikovsky after it. Lemieux right on top of Neely all the way. And Carpenter gets it out. And Lemieux able to move it into the Boston end. And Bork is there. Off for Neely. Sweeney on the go. His shot is blocked by Driver. Goes to Stevens. And the Devils move it out.
Probably Carpenter was wondering what he was doing, and he hit him in the face with it.
Tchaikovsky. His shot is blocked. Oates trying to drop it in front. It was there. Tchaikovsky had it. Now fires going in. It's blocked. Oh, great chance for Boston there with Terreri down and out of the play. Tchaikovsky could not get the handle to it. Shaw back. Slams it into the corner. And on the boards, Oates able to come out with it. Wheeling, dealing. In on the left for Gruden. Block. Gruden can't get it in front. And it's away to Miller. Possible 2-on-1. Holtz getting back. And a save by Locker on Richer. He had an open net. Fired to the far side, and Locker got it. Neely back. Shot. Save. Terreri. Great rush by Neely. Down the right wing side and cut in. It is no score. Third period on Nesson.
Well, goaltenders have a night tonight. There he is, gets checked. Now Tchaikovsky pokes it and he misses it in an open net. Now he's curling and turning. He quickly snaps one off, makes another save. At the other end,
well, one missed opportunity.
Corey Millen, a beautiful pass to Stéphane Richer, who never misses. But what he did was the bouncing puck kind of shanked it. Never got good wood on it, and Locker comes up with the glove save.
And Hines on the faceoff in the center one. And with it, Hughes. And his backhander is stopped by Albeling. Hustling work by Hines created this. And puts it around. Penalty on the Devils.
Danico.
And a power play for Boston.
I don't know if he's going to call a cross check or a high stick. It's going to be the cross check.
Cross check. More or less, it was more interference than anything, really. He hit Hughes. He was second man off the puck. Hughes was facing Peluso. Peluso's trying to start it now with Joseph Stumple, hoping Stumple will instigate. Stevie Hines says, you know, move along. Mike Peluso trying to even it out, get somebody to take a swipe at him.
Well, Randy McKay's trying to bait Hughes to do something to try to even it up, and Hughes is being smart about it, not fighting for it.
They do have some guys that can fight on that ice. There's Hughes.
Well, Hughes is a
There's
popular
the elbow.
guy.
Elbow by Peluso, gets away with it. Danico figures he'd step in and
There's the cross check.
crunch him one, so.
Well, they obviously have long memories. They ganged up on Hughes that night here in the Garden that he took down Terreri in the playoffs.
2 minutes more cross check.
And they picked right up where they left off.
4 minutes, 56 seconds.
Boston on its third power play. New Jersey 0 for 3. They really put an assault on Locker the last time. Up to the left point, over to Ray Bourque. Bourque snaps it off. Save, loose, cleared in front of Terreri. It was lingering there for just a while. Off for Donato. Donato looking for Oates. Stop. Carpenter. Turn it away. And a breakaway. Chorski. Chorski all alone. Save Locker! On a clean breakaway. Stop Chorski. Bruins coming back. Smolinski over the line. In. Donato. Donato in deep. In front. Missed by Casatano. Just off to the corner. What a stop by the rookie. The fans are still cheering that. The Bruins are out of power play, but they're cheering. A potential goal. Chorski stopped. Casatano up for Bourque. Bourque across for Oates. Just came out for Casatano. Missed the net on the far side. 20 feet away, coming in on the right wing. Oates now looking for Leach. Donato. Casatano. Donato again. Power play Boston. Oates. Casatano. Shot tipped wide by Terreri. Just got a piece of it. Good low, hard shot. Casatano does that. Nice low shot.
Yes, he does. It's always dangerous.
Ray Bourque still out there. McLean forechecking. Casatano. Pass up, stopped by McLean. Now Neely with 20 seconds on the power play. No score in the game, third period. Here comes Neely, right wing side, hard on Stevens. Cuts in, shot, and a save by Terreri. A brilliant rush by Neely down the right wing side by all-star defenseman Stevens.
defense was caught flat-footed. Neely came late, and in coming late had a full head of steam approaching Stevens. Stevens then ran out of room. Stevens started backpedaling quick, trying to go directly to the net. Tries to chop with the stick. Got to look at Chorsky first. Locker figures him to go across, had to stick out to poke check. Chorsky saw it, tried the shot. Locker gets him with a leg. Here's Chorsky again on a cut across, and he figures I'm going to try to beat him through the legs. Blaine Locker had the arm and stick to stop anything coming across, so Chorsky couldn't go to the backhand. Now it's Neely. Now he knows he's got Stevens. Stevens knows it too. Takes a swipe at him, and
A squeeze and a prayer.
Thanks, Chris Terreri, for that one.
Oates off for Tchaikovsky. Back for Bork, but it hops away from him all the way to the Boston end, and that'll do it on the power play. 7 minutes into the third period. The shots are even 27 apiece, and it's scoreless. Gruden's long pass doesn't connect, and back comes Carpenter. He's stopped immediately by Ray Bork. Good power play for Boston. Marvelous goaltending, as the shots indicate. Terreri and Locker. Very much the story. Shaw up for Neely. Neely, watched by Lemieux, gets it to Oates. Oates in deep. Neely back. Shaw intercepted by Miller. Coming with Sweeney and Shaw back. Drop past McLean. Shot blocked by Shaw. And the Bruins, Hughes coming hard over the line. Cuts in front. Tries to go right through. He does, but the puck doesn't.
Got to take that little black thing with you. Would have been a great rush if it had done that.
Wonderful tempo to this game. Terreri takes the long shot by Shaw and ties it up. No score. Third period on Nesson.
To the right of your screen in front of the net. I nearly get so angry with him. There's a little left to the head. Camera just
Cocking that right.
yeah. Well, he keeps him going.
On the faceoff, back from Oldry. Down for Guerin. Guerin is hit by Hughes. Hines there. Trying to make the play to the point. Sweeney, pass up blocked. Breakout by the Devils, stopped by Stumple. Stumple hustles back, he's over the line. Stumple fakes, cuts, shoots, save Terreri. What a play by Stumple. Save that one for the archives. The way he broke up the play, led the rush, back for a scramble. Terreri able to tie it up. Stumple, what a show he put on there.
There's the vintage Joseph Stumple we all know and love. We talked about it before. 6'1", 208. Some players take a little bit more time to get in shape after the mini camp. Joseph Stumple, good legs, good hustle, back check. Now he comes up. What's this little howdy do? Thank you. And that's a very good defenseman he's beating there, and Ken Danico turned him around.
Inside out.
Danico can't put the whoa, a couple of good moves that kid's got. So the next time Stumple comes down on Danico, Danico will not play the puck. He'll learn from that. So he's pretty good with the puck. Stay away from him. Take the body on Stumple the next time. Everybody, your moves work well the first time in this league, and everybody pretty well gets a book on you real quick. You start beating a few people, embarrass a few people, you won't do that next time.
Draw back for Alberly. McKay. Potvin digging. Lacroix there. Danico. A scrum. Kick free. Donato. In deep for Potvin. Potvin. Holding.
Nobody in front of the net.
Nobody in front. And McKay can't move it out. Now it's deflected down by Holik. Holik into the corner, able to get it, put it in front. Knocked by Peluso, but wide as he cut right for the crease. Peluso trying to center it. Bruins able to get control. Top fan there, lost it, can't clear it out. Driver, shot blocked by Lacroix. Donato holding, now breaking out. Long shot on Terreri, off the blocker into the stands, and the faceoff in the Devils zone. Not the greatest talent in the world, Donato does, but the other two, they are strapping to that.
Working hard, they're grinding.
Lacroix and Potvin.
Pug at his first NHL goal after being 5 years in the minors in Binghamton with the New York Rangers. Trying to make everything of that opportunity.
That's a huge banging line that New Jersey sends out when they put Halik between McKay and Peluso.
I tell you, keep your head up with that line.
You got a better chance.
Halik can hit.
You got a better chance of winning the lottery than finding a Lady Big award winner on that line.
Probably Halik can hit.
Yeah.
Peluso can. For a fighter, Peluso can hit very well. Takes timing to be able to hit. You have a look at Randy McKay. Has also got a great shot. Peluso had a few goals against the Bruins in the past.
Koski. Shot deflected wide in a screen of players. Stevens stopped. Chikoski trying to get it. Can't. And the breakout by Carpenter for Stevens. Long shot. Save Locker. Rebound Sweeney. Right up the middle. Oates. Chikoski on the left. And they checked at the line. Broken up. Would have been offside. Puck bounces free to Raymond Bourque. Halfway through the third period, the Bruins have outshot the Devils 9-5, helped by a power play in this third period. Lemieux taps it in. Denny's out there checking Neely. Neely, though, has 4 shots. 2 brilliant rushes here in the third period. Terreri stopped him. Sweeney back. Lemieux just watches Neely. That doesn't go anywhere near the puck. Shot in by Ray Bourque. Off the side driver. Stopped by Smolinski. Makela lost it. Richer trying to break. And it bounces for him. And his shot drilled over the net. Might have been deflected. Stevens put it in front. Lock. Now a backhander. Save! A beauty on Millen. In a screen. A stop by Locker.
What a wonderful save that was. He had the legs fanned out. He knew the player probably couldn't get good wood on the backhand. Got it away quickly. Corey Millen, I believe. Stops it with the stick on the ice. The Bruins not covering the point. Bounces in front. Makela's got his man. Here's Corey Millen. Very agile. Gets it through in a screen, but the stick is down and flat.
And Millen is centering McLean. And Richer. 9:20 left. Third period. No score. Shots are 31-29 for Boston. Richer. Niedermeyer. This one went wide. Millen able to keep it in, and now it is knocked away by Makela. Back is Mulkey. Niedermeyer. Around the boards. Left point. Gruden. Flip in just wide. Smolinski shot on. Save. Gruden tries the other side. Looking for Makela. It goes to Smolinski. Smolinski looking for Leach. Blocked. Casatonov swept it in. A bouncing puck, but he kept it in. Now Makela for Leach. Misfired from the face-off spot to the left of Terreri. Leach a hard hit in deep. But Millen picks it up. And 4 men coming up. Up the middle, Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer over the line for Richer. The shot just deflected wide of the net. And Locker in it. Makela trying to move it out. Does. Ryan Sutter changes up. 8:20 left, third period. No score. McLean at center ice on the boards near the line. Stopped by Stumple. Hines able to keep it in. No, they say he was outside the line. At the right wing boards. No score. Third period on Messi.
Took his face mask off to him standing off.
On the faceoff, Albeline able to move it right up. Pops it in the corner. Hackinson pulled down by Huskroft. They let it go. It's the third period. Heavy hitting by Huskroft. Ex-New Jersey Devil. Couple of years in that organization. And away it comes to Hines. Hines had to reach back for it. He was offside.
Just ever so slightly. Went off the heel of his stick. He'd have been okay if he had got it on the blade a little more. I think the pass was a good pass.
Boy, that's great vision and anticipation on the part of Stumple.
Stumple wants somebody with a little speed over there that's working for him. Glenn Murray was there the first 2 games. A wake-up call for Glenn. Stevie Hines sat out the first 2 games. He wants to prove he can stay here.
7:47 left, third period, no score. Shots of 32-29 for the Bruins. Shot the Devils in this third period. Now it's off Shaw and into the stands and face off in the neutral zone.
Nesson's next Bruins action comes your way Monday night when the Florida Panthers venture into the Garden. Our coverage begins live at 7 with Bruins Digest. It's Bruins and the Panthers Monday night right here on NESN.
Can hardly wait for Roger Nielsen and that team.
Yeah, they scored 4 goals in the first period tonight.
Well, I mean, once in a while it happens.
They're an offensive
Probably all
machine.
came from center ice.
Now they're playing Tampa Bay.
Van tips it in. This line taking a regular shift. 4 lines used by Brian Sutter and a well-conditioned Bruins team. For the Devils, Paluzzo taps it deep. Huscroft there. Make sure he gets it out. And back in it goes to Shaw behind the net. On the boards and out. 7 minutes left now, third period. No score in the game. McKay, good stick handling. Over the line, he stopped, and Potvin comes back to be intercepted by Paluzzo. And it is Holik taking it. Oh, right arm save by Locker on Holik. A dandy. That could have been labeled from that right wing side.
Bobby Holik can bring it. That shot had some thump to it.
Is Oates coming. Pass from Donato. Oates trying to move it in front. Checked by Stevens. Stevens moves it up the boards. Carpenter can't move it out on board. Does now. Now it goes right to Don Sweeney. Now to Ray Bourque. Bourque holding away from McLean. Several passes. Tchaikovsky's pass up, stopped by Niedermeyer. All the play at center ice. Now it goes to Neely, right wing side, coming on Stevens again. Lets it go! Off the glove of Terreri and high around the boards. Bruins keep it in. The Sweeney! Shot deflected wide in front of Terreri. Bourque able to keep it in for Tchaikovsky. Back for Oates. Oates on the boards, holding. Trying to put it in front. Can't do it. Now to the corner. Sweeney to the opposite corner to Adam Oates. Trying to make the play back, can't do it. And Carpenter gets it away to Lemieux. 2-on-2. Lemieux's drop pass picked up by Oates. Oates coming back for Neely. Neely plays it in. He's onside. Can't get it. Terreri out. Now Tchaikovsky trying to put it in front. Can't. Carpenter trying to sweep it out. Does off the boards and all the way to the Boston end to relieve that pressure. 5:15 left, third period. No score. Satana. In deep, Mowbray. All the way down to the Boston end. Devils not shy about doing that at all. That'll break down Smolinski coming hard. He's over the line. His pass is stopped. He's trying to keep it in. He steals it, keeps it in. Can't set up Leach though. Seamack back. Seamack away to Richer, and he's stopped immediately by Bourque. Bruins trying to come back. The checking is intense. This is like a playoff game. Smolinski can't keep it in. Richer swept it up. Seamack gets it over the line for McKay. McKay, Richer on the board, stop. Bruins trying to come back. With it, Smolinski. Stopped by the New Jersey defense. Richer coming back with Seamack. Stopped by Bourque. It goes to Seamack now. Over the line, holding, cutting back. Drive, Mowbray, wide of the net. Sweeney with it. Marvelous tempo and pace to the game. Here comes Sweeney, but cutting the other way was Leach. Didn't get it. Leach gets it now. His pass up, stop, and away comes Albaline. Albaline over the line. Bruins check back, break it up. Beautiful play, Sweeney, but he can't set up Hughes for a partial breakaway. Danico drives it in. 3:49 left, third period. And a long pass up for Hines. Hines over the line, trying to break in off wing side. Popped by Danico. And taken by Leach. Leach knocked off the puck. Stumple, rather. Now when Stumple was outside the line, brought it back. It is offside. No score. Third period on NESN.
Trying to maintain a scoreless tie. We'll get back to that one quickly when we get a whistle.
Bruins have outshot the Devils 11-8 in the third period. We have 3:20 left. Back foot. It is icing against Boston.
All right, Turk, the last time the Bruins were in a scoreless tie, you were involved. Can you remember it?
Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
1970 in Chicago. And the last time the Bruins were involved in a scoreless tie here at the Garden, Fred was in his second or third year doing radio back in '55.
Actually, Boston scored in that game in 70. And it was disallowed.
The best story was John Crawford, National Hockey League All-Star defenseman for the Bruins. He was my analyst the first 2 years. Great guy. And he always wanted to do the Foster Hewitt. He shoots, he scores, right? And I got sick one night in Montreal, and he had to do the whole game. And it was a scoreless tie. Out comes Oates. Right in.
He probably thought you planned it.
He shoots, he scores. Ray Bourque at center ice. Now Sweeney, under 3 minutes. Regulation. For Tchaikovsky on Niedermeyer. It's away to Stevens. To Carpenter. And quickly bounced to center ice by Carpenter. Got rid of it right away. New Jersey would like the point. Naturally, they're on the road. Oates trying to move in. And Driver takes over. Safely to Stevens, but not out. Neely kept it in. Up for Oates. Tchaikovsky trying to get it. Can't do it. All on the perimeter. And Driver starting out. Oates after him. In the center ice. Rolls over the Boston line. Quickly cleared away by Sweeney. Bruins trying to move with it. Neely can't. Bourque trying here. Change for New Jersey and a change for Boston. So Bourque regroups.
Serious shortage of players out there.
Under 2 minutes in regulation. Lead pass. Stevens intercepts. Back up the line. McLean in. Shot. Save. Locker. He went right up the middle. And Richer puts it in front. Knocked away. Big stop on McLean. And Locker has stymied some big guns. Richer, McLean. Hines trying to get it. Can't do it at the line.
Steve Hines has played a great hockey game tonight.
Oh, he has been a factor. Steve Hines hustling up and down that ice. Doesn't like that bench time at all.
These face-offs loom big now. They don't want to be icing the puck like that. No Jersey tired, but that puts a face-off in their zone. Bruins can win it and do something with it. They don't want to give up those face-offs early. I mean, late in the game like this. Watch this. Coming in, Blaine Locker. McLean, very good. Trying 5-hole on him. Gets it down, shuts it off with his knees. A beautiful save by Blaine Locker.
So the Bruins have 11 shots in this period and 9 now for New Jersey. The total's 33-31 for Boston. 1:15 left in regulation. At center ice, Bourque looking for Donato. Donato can't set up Leach. Bruins forecheck on the play. Careful work by Driver. Donato breaks it up. Snaps it over the line. Driver moves it out. Kasatonov is on defense in the final minute with Raymond Bourque. Bruins break it out. Smolinski. Check. Over the line comes Leach. Shot. High one. Save. Rebound. Donato can't get it. It's popped away from Terreri. Big play. Raymond Bourque here. Oh, what a stop he made ahead of Atkinson, who was trying to break it out. Here's Leach trying to move it in front. Does. It's knocked away. Everybody back for the Devils. We have 19 seconds left in regulation. Smolinski, a long shot wide of Terreri. Drops it off. Driver moves it out. And a breakaway here by Trotsky over the line for a shot. Back was Sweeney. It wasn't a clear break-in by Trotsky as he had earlier. And this is it in regulation. 33 shots for Boston. 31 for New Jersey. The story of the game, Locker and Terreri. And we'll take a break and be back with sudden death overtime on NESN in a moment.
Management would like to believe it's not a surprise. They knew he had talent. They knew he had the skills to do it. But he has focus and attitude as well. His teammates are looking at him as some kind of a phenom. He's done a wonderful job thus far. He's been playing very well. He stepped right into the fray and never looked a moment out of place. Here's the 2-on-1 cross to Stéphane Richer, who shanked it. We got a little bit of a break there. But I'll tell you,
that's the only break that I can remember. The rest have been.
Yeah, people applauding him again. He went back into his net, got a little respite, took a little water. Chris Terreri has played exceptionally well. This is a purest dream. Zip, zip, lots of up and down action and some great goaltending at both ends of the building.
The shots in that third period, 12-9 for the Bruins. The totals are 33-31 for Boston. You'd have to say both teams have had their chances. The best for New Jersey. Oh, power play in that second period.
Here's Jarsky coming in. There's another one. So Blaine Locker has been outstanding. Answer some early questions.
And we go to sudden death overtime. Ryan Sutter has Smolinski with Donato and Leach. Kasatonov and Gruden. Swept in by Stevens.
Good change by the Devils. Here comes Richer and McLean.
Kasatonov works it out, center ice. And hammers it in off the left wing boards. Leach to keep it in. Donato trying to come off the corner with it. Can't move it out. Stopped by Smolinski. Loose puck for Millen. Up the boards and out by Alberlin. And of course we'll see that. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Even ice it if they have to. Gruden and Kasatonov.
Careful.
Work it out carefully, and Tchaikovsky with it. Fakes over the line, broke it up. And the Devils come back. McLean, a shot saved by Locker. The long rebound is Tchaikovsky. Across for Oates. Oates over the line. Leaves it for Sweeney. Sweeney in shot save. Terreri. Don Sweeney almost did it again with a winner there. Set up by Adam Oates. Beautiful combination work. Neely able to keep it in. The pass rolls to Stevens. Checked. Lemieux. Just a quick clear out. Good setup on the rush. The follow-up rush by Don Sweeney with Adam Oates. Ray Bourque with it now. Sudden death overtime and no score in the game. Sweeney. The drive into the corner. Neely going there. And the puck is popped out by Stevens. Back for it, Kasatonov. Up for Hughes. Hughes trying to move it up the right wing boards. Inadvertently put it into the stands. Another face off. Center ice.
We gave you a little note on 0-0 ties. And as a hockey purist, a traditional old-style game, I would say prior to the modern era, the Bruins have been, in 71 years, in 33 scoreless ties. And if the last one was 25 years ago, they must have been getting scoreless ties all the time in the old days.
They weren't getting many goals, I can tell you that. Puck bounces. Hankinson gets it. Away to Guerin. Guerin over the line. In. Shot. Save. Locker holding the short side. Great rush by Guerin. Loose puck. Bruins control. Hughes works it out. Hughes ahead for Hines over the line. The shot. The save. Terreri. Beautiful low wrist shot by Hines. Ray Bourque keeps it in. Moves it up on the right wing boards.
Bruins are going to get a penalty.
They're going to get a penalty. The Bruins with 2:33 left. Terreri was knocked down. And Boston will be shorthanded. A power play for the Devils.
Are they going to give it to Danico. Danico is complaining.
Correction, I'm sorry.
I thought Terreri got nailed. He was hit hard in front of the net, I believe, by Joseph Stumple. It may have been a cross-check. Hughes is going, and Danico is going. Hughes, okay. Kind of a good non-call.
Well, speculating, Hughes tripped Terreri.
No, there's the hit.
And Danico punched Hughes.
And then Hughes, Danico had kept his cool. Brent Hughes would have been going. Because Terreri was nailed in front of the net. He did make it look a little rougher than it was, but it's part of his job as well.
So it'll be 4-on-4 with 2:33 left. No score in the game.
The game comes fast and furious. Here, the Bruins TV breakdown for the next few days. Saturday against the Flyers, 1 o'clock start on TV 38. Monday pits the Bees against the Panthers. Thursday, it's Alexander Day, the action in the Oshawa Senators. Both games on Nesson, starting at 7.
Out of the penalties, 2 minutes, 27 seconds.
2:27. Danico for roughing, Hughes for interference against Terreri. A steal by Smolinski. Has to go to the corner for it and can't set the play in front.
At 2:27.
Beautiful play there by Smolinski on Stevens. Stevens coming out now. Gets it away this time to Millen. Millen moving up over the line. Sweeps it in around the boards. Bork going for a little grab, a big grab. Everybody grabbing. And the Devils are able to keep it in on the boards. Now it rolls to Smolinski. And Raymond Bork. Picked it up for Don Sweeney. Sweeney coming hard. Snaps it in on the right wing boards. Stevens. Pass out to center ice. Loose puck. Donato looking for Oates. Doesn't work. Donato is taken down. 1:30 left. Lead for Oates. Oates for Bork. Great play to get it. To give it to Oates. Shot in the screen. Nearly there. And it's blocked by Terreri. And Stevens pulls them down. Score! Adam Oates scores! The Bruins win in sudden death overtime. Neely will get an assist. And the Bruins surround Adam Oates. A tremendous victory in front of the rookie, Blaine Locker. Talk about taking one for the team. Neely did. He was hammered in front.
Poetic justice. There was not going to be a call on the trip by Stevens on Cam Neely. It was going to be let go. No one picked up Adam Oates in front of the net. No one deserved to lose this hockey game. The Bruins get a play here, right? A nice tuck and curl by Oates. Ray Bork waits the blue line, back to Oates. He snaps the shot off. Neely then kicks, goes for the rebound. He gets stripped. Knocks it in front for Adam Oates, and he gets it up over the leg of Terreri. A beautiful goal.
That was Stevens who deflected it in front to Oates.
Well, it was
not
Neely.
to call that penalty. Neely and Bork set up Adam Oates. And the Bruins win to remain undefeated in sudden death overtime. Oh, Neely and Bork. But the greatest play of all was Ray Bork at the line to keep that drop pass of Oates in.
He shot set up. He knew he had to kind of jump into the play. Nice move by Bork. He anticipated full body extension, kept it in, curled and gave it back to Oates. Oates. Blaine Locker comes out to accept the applause of the fans.
Well, he used to watch maybe Jacques Plante.
Well, I'll tell you, he deserved it. Blaine Locker played outstanding, as did his counterpart, Chris Terreri. Both teams played extremely well.
And Locker, 33 saves for the shutout. The Bruins with 37 shots overall. The winner by Adam Oates, the final score. Boston 1, New Jersey nothing. And we'll have the highlights on Nesson in a moment.
Gave a stick to a fan.
Thank you. Geez, Neely to Oates. I mean, that's got a little different ring to it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. A little change of pace. He made a really nice play. He got tripped there and the little hook poke check, and I was just coming in for my shot, and there it was.
The way tonight's game went, if somebody was going to score, it was going to have to be that way. It wasn't going to be on a straight-on shot.
Yeah, you know, both goalies played great. I thought both teams played very well defensively. It was a hard-fought game, kind of a playoff-type game, and we stayed patient and got it.
Now, here's Cam getting tripped up. I think everybody in the house thought that should have been called, but Cam stayed with it. It looked like Stevens took a little while to recover.
Yeah, absolutely, and then I think he thought he might have, or he was winding up to slap it, and then Oatsy just pops in and finds the rebound.
Now, let's see now. It was Neely from Oates and Bork 3 times against Philly. Tonight for the game winner, Oates from Neely and Bork. I mean, you guys going to go out to dinner together when this is over?
Next time it's Borky's turn, I guess. He really made a nice play on the blue line. They had a little turnover in the neutral zone, and he gave it to me, and I took a little gamble, giving it back blindly, and he jumped up on the play, and we ended up getting the goal off it, and you know, I think that's a little chemistry there, all 3 guys clicking.
When you get into a scoreless tie like this, especially with the fantastic up and down tempo this one has, do you completely forget about, you know, gee, what if I get burned, and you just go for it?
Well, you know, you have to play smart. They're a very explosive team, but they're a defensive team, and you know, in a game like this, nothing's going your way in terms of putting it in the net, and you have to be patient. You know, you can't try and gamble and turn that one puck over that sends a Stefan Richer down the wing, or a Lemieux or John McLean, because they can put it in and hurt you, and those are the ones that are demoralizing, you know, when you've played so good and a bad goal goes in because you made a mistake, you know, like that one. They shouldn't hang their heads there because it was just one of those bounces, you know.
Well, this is a great start for you guys, Adam, especially beating the defending Stanley Cup champs and the team that many feel will be the next.
Well, let's hope so, eh?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you can keep this going, you got a couple of days now until Florida in here Monday night. Hard to get the battery recharged after a couple of emotional wins?
Yeah, you know, the first 2 games were, you know, coming back from the layoff and very emotional. You know, we really jacked it up against Philly, and then we came back the next night against New York, and big wins. And, you know, we had a couple days of practice, and it was a little bit hard to get it going again tonight. But, you know, you're playing a good team, and the team that beat us last year. So, you know, after a while, we got it going, and it was a very good hockey game.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, Adam Oates. Let's go upstairs with Fred and Derek, guys.
Okay, thank you. This had everything, playoff-type hockey this early in the season, and a marvelous victory for Boston. But with goaltending like that, they're in every game.
I tell you, Blaine Locker has really stepped up big. I think he's answered a lot of question marks that the Bruins had back there. But we're going to get a look here at a save. I believe it's going to be a save, and he's been sharp all night. He's got a right foot. He's standing up. He's facing the shooter. He's squared to the shooter. He's got all the fundamentals down, and he's spreading the legs well. He's very agile in there. Now that we've got to see we got to see a little bit of him in training camp. He's a little unsure of himself there, but he has come back very strong.
A winner for sure for the Boston Bruins, and then the winning goal set up by that great play at the line. Adam Oates talked about it with a blind pass, but Ray Bourque made the move to come in and keep it in.
Not only was that a great play in the given curl error at the blue line, because that was a gamble by Adam at the blue line, and the Bruins had wanted to eliminate the giveaways at the blue line, but the real play comes, and you're going to watch when after Stevens trips Neely, he winds up to slap the puck away because it comes out. Now there he goes. Oh, I'm going to slap it away. He never does that. He took a chance. He didn't think Neely would recover. Cam stayed with the puck poked to Oates, and a big win.
So great talent. Everybody knows that in Bourque, in Oates, and Neely. And they've been coming through at big moments.
They're getting the offense. There's no doubt about that. And in the early sliding, your big guns are going to do that. Brian Smolinski played well again tonight. Had a little bit of an off game in New York. Steve Hines played a superb hockey game. Kasatonov again. Don Sweeney stepped up big. Daddy Donato played well. Brent Hughes played well. There's a lot going on out there that the Bruins are starting to feel pretty good about themselves.
And, of course, behind it all, Blaine Locker, the rookie. A 1-0 victory for the Boston Bruins in sudden death overtime. The winning goal by Adam Oates. His chum.
All right, Fred, Derek, thank you. And is anyone at all surprised that tonight's Fleet Player of the Game selection is Brian Locker? 33 saves, Blaine Locker, excuse me, 33 saves, first National Hockey League shutout. And hockey historians, how many goaltenders have started in their first 3 games allowing only 2 goals? And what with the overtime and the extra 5 minutes, his goals against now is .65. 33 saves for Locker. As Derek Sanderson indicated at the end of the game, Not a game that either of these teams or goaltenders really deserve to lose. Terreri with 36 saves, another great night at Boston Garden for Chris, but a loss nonetheless. Game-winning goal, Adam Oates' only goal of the night, 3:45 of the overtime. Shots on goal, 37 for the Bruins and 33 for New Jersey. Both teams were 0 for 3 on the power play. I'll be back. We'll get a look at game highlights from Boston Garden tonight, and later on we'll update all the other action around the league, and later still Kim Walden, who has an update on the rest of sports on this Thursday evening. Bruins Instant Replay continues after this. For the first time this season, broadcast time 7 o'clock for Bruins Digest. Fred, Dave, and Derek with a call starting at 7:30. Coming up next, Metro Conference College Basketball. UNC Charlotte, Cedric Maxwell's alma mater, takes on VCU. Stay with us. That's next tonight on your New England Sports Network. This has been an exclusive presentation of Nesson, your New England Sports Network, your ticket to Boston Bruins hockey.